Hello and welcome to the GameGrin Weekly News Roundup. I am Dominoid, your pilot for today. We will be cruising at an altitude of about 3 feet. And remember to set your watches back 7 days as we look at the last week of gaming news. So first up, in a week where even the UK actually felt like summer for a change, charity gaming marathon Games Done Quick returned for its summer incarnation. Serving as a games equivalent of a telethon, but on the internet and with streaming, Summer Games Done Quick is a 24-hour streamathon of speedruns of games, with presenters playing a whole host of games, including Mario Kart 8, Doom, Super Metroid, and a slew of Zelda games from across the ages. All money raised goes to Doctors Without Borders, a humanitarian medical charity providing care to those who would otherwise go without. Now, the last summer incarnation raised around 1.8 million US, but this one smashed all records at the time of recording, bringing in over 2.1 million. Another summer event taking place this week, of course, was the World Cup, which has inspired World of Warship Blitz's new football mode. Running for a limited time only, the mode sees you attempt to blast your opponent's ship out of the water in an altogether more aquatic take on the beautiful game. The special 3-3-3 mode will be running for the duration of the tournament, and it is open to all players now. Another time-limited release now as we talk Cuisine Royale. Initially released for a limited time only as an April Fool's joke, Gaijin Entertainment's ridiculous take on the Battle Royale genre is being released as a full game. The kitchen utensil-based MMO uses all kinds of items found in your average kitchen, including collinters, cheese graters, sporks, and of course, frying pans. The game is set to include the mandatory feature of loot boxes, but these are to be found entirely free in fridges scattered around the battlefield. The game is currently available to play completely free on Steam's early access platform. From something that was never meant to exist but now does, to something that was meant to exist but doesn't, as we talk once again about the ZX Spectrum Vega Plus. The handheld device has seen even more issues recently as Indiegogo are now taking action against Retro Computer Limited for their repeated failures to deliver. To make things worse for the invisible console manufacturer, Sky, current owners of the Spectrum name, have confirmed that the device is so late in delivering that the license they were granted to use the name has expired, and they are uncomfortable about renewing it without proof that the Vega can be expected to arrive. RCL reiterated their commitment to deliver, however, and we're expecting to see the shipments of first retail Vega Plus units on the 32nd of July, with each device hand-delivered by Lord Lucan riding a unicorn. So what's the difference between the Vega Plus and Hogwarts? Well, one of them is a pure work of fiction with fantastical ideas and things that couldn't possibly exist in the real world. The other, of course, is the setting of J.K. Rowling's most famous work. Now, you probably knew that punchline was coming, didn't you? Well, what you might not have seen coming is the addition of pets to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Developer Jam City have announced that feather, furry or frog-like friends can now be acquired, with players able to obtain one each of rats, owls, cats and toads to join them on their magical adventures. As well as being a cute addition to the game, the pets give your character an energy boost when they accompany you. And finally, 3 speed news stories that you can burn through quicker than Retro Computers Limited burned through backer confidence. It's our bite-sized mini stories. PS4 and Xbox One owners looking for their console's answer to Animal Crossing are in luck, as Stolen Couch Games have announced their tropical take on the genre. Set to launch on the 31st of July for both consoles, the game sees players decorate their island as they raise animals, tend to crops, and schmooze with the neighbours. Another release date announcement came in the form of Life is Strange's sequel. The Amazing Adventures of Captain Spirit is already out to whet your appetite, and hopefully that will tide you over until Life is Strange 2's release on the 27th of September. And the third season of Elite Dangerous was ushered in with the release of Chapter 2 of Elite Dangerous Beyond. It'll be a smaller update than before, but it still contains a whole host of new content, including a collection of community-requested enhancements. So that is all that we have time for this week. We really hope you enjoyed being with us as much as we enjoyed having you here. As always, we appreciate any likes, subscriptions, follows and comments that you might want to bestow on us, depending on what your platform and preference is. We will be back with more news next week, when TGK will finally be allowed out in the daytime without a protective outfit on to host. Remember, we stream on Twitch most nights at 8 PM. I have been your host, Dominoid. This has been the GameGrin News Roundup, and I will see you soon. But until next time, game on.